Hey y'all, this is Tyler Blake with tylerblakeart.com again, and this is another video of my Beyond 100 Days series. I am still working on my comic project, Killing Them Softly. It's not killing me, I'm digging it. Um, the last couple of these that I put up, I was talking about how I've been working on lettering, and I was usually at work, and I didn't have anything that I had printed up as a test with me. So today, however, I'm at home in my we use one of our spare bedrooms as a art studio. So also before I get to that, I was watching one of Richard Friend's videos on rendering like Wrightson, and so if anybody out there doesn't know, Richard Friend is an inker, and he's awesome, right? I first became aware of him back in the '90s when Image kind of rebooted the Wildcats title under the Wildstorm label, and that Travis Charest was the penciler who took over for Jim Lee, and Richard Friend was Travis Charest's inker, and that, like, for the short time that was a thing, it was that just like blew me out of the water, right? So, anyways, Richard Friend has been he has this series up on his YouTube channel. Y'all should totally check it out. Called Render Like Wrightson, where he's just kind of going through some of Bernie Wrightson's Frankenstein and other plates, and he'll pick out like one little area of that and do a demonstration on how Wrightson achieved what he achieved. Just to kind of like, uh, and that's kind of an overarching theme with art instruction, is you take something big and really complicated and you break it down into small manageable groups. If anybody out there is familiar with Alfonso Dunn, he has an excellent YouTube channel where he does a lot of tutorials on both drawing and pen and ink, and like if he's talking about like anatomy, like I can't remember the artist, but he was doing this dude with like a really muscular forearm, more muscular than mine even, and it was it's a pretty complicated image, and he was showing how you just start off with a cone, shape for the arm, and then you get that in, and then you add smaller subshapes, and that's really how it all works. But anyway, and Bernie Wrightson is like a huge hero for me. So when I saw that Richard Friend, who I really respect, has videos on how to ink like Wrightson, it's like, is it my birthday? So, but anyway, and I have a couple of Wrightson books, and it got me thinking. Especially the other thing is that I just downloaded Photoshop and have started using that because I'm gonna need that to be able to send files to the printer I want to use, and also I I've been told that there were some things that would where it would have better functionality than GIMP. Um, so anyhow, dang, I lost my train of thought. I'm sorry. Photoshop. I'm not even sure why I went into Photoshop, but so I was talking about Bernie Wrightson, and that got me. Oh, I know what it was. Sorry, y'all. Actually, I was talking to Mike Emirates from the from the 100 Days community, and I just put out a question about removing blue in Photoshop and what was the best way to do that, and he gave me a really easy, simple way. But when I did it, I realized that my inks looked super minimal. Like, I mean, to be honest, it looked lazy. And I mean, I've put a lot of time into this, but I had like no texture and no values assigned with ink at all. And when I'm looking at Richard Friend's his own stuff, and also like looking at the Bernie Wrightson stuff, I'm like, and I'm not going to, at some point in my life I may achieve that level of skill. It's not going to happen soon. So I'm not gonna like beat myself up and not produce anything because I'm not at that level, but by trying to get closer to that, I'll improve. So I've been working on adding more inks to the entire book. Um, and my fix for my accidental phallic symbol was going to be to have the street black, with made out of black cobblestones, but that wasn't really the way. That wasn't what I had in mind originally. Wasn't the way I composed the the images. So now I'm just gonna Photoshop it out, and this will always have the accidental phallic symbol, and maybe I'll sell it at a convention to somebody one day, or maybe I'll just because my brother wrote the story, maybe I'll just torment my brother with it. I don't know. So I've gone back and been adding some more detail with the ink here and there, and I've got a lot to. Actually, I really like the way these are kind of coming together now that I'm doing that. And anyhow, I have the first page with the title box in there with my brother credited for the story and myself credited for the art, and a couple of text boxes. So, and this is just printed out on 8.5 by 11 typing paper. I just wanted to have it to show. I'm using for the text boxes, and I'm using the Anime Ace font from Blambot for dialogue, and the Caldera font for everything else. And the boxes came from Scott Cirkland. Actually, he just released, so quite a while ago now, he came out with a free comic book starter kit that anybody could download for free. And now he's come out with the Comic Maker Toolkit, which is not free, but it's worth it. And right now it's on sale. So if you're not on Scott's mailing list, just go to his website, and he probably has a link to that. But if he doesn't, it's at oh dang, it's a website I hadn't ever been to before. But yeah, it's like 30% off right now for I don't know, maybe another week or so. But yeah, it's got a lot more. The free starter kit was kind of like the teaser trailer for what's in the toolkit. So I went ahead and downloaded that, and yeah, I would recommend it. So, anyways, that's what I'm working on. So this is at about 8 minutes. So I'm gonna go ahead and shut it off. Hope everybody has a good weekend. Keep on reading comics, making comics, and buying comics. Talk to you later. Bye.